First, there was the collapse of civilization, anarchy, genocide, starvation. Then, when it seemed things couldn't get any worse, we got Film Seizure. Hello, welcome to Film Seizure. I am Chuck Moore. With me, as always, are my co-host, Jeff Arbuckle. Hi, Jeff.
Hey, how's it going? I've got a bad case of the plague.
You've got a bad case of the plague.
But hopefully we can get through it here together.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. And Jason Oliver. Hi, Jason Oliver.
Hi. I mean, I, for one, like the dead. I like the misery. I like this world.
I like this world. So, Cyborg, 1989, is our second schlocky film and the last film of this month, where we did two good movies and two schlock films. This is an Albert Pune. I don't know if I'm saying that right.
That is correct, Pune.
Albert Pune film. Early, maybe first appearance of Jean-Claude Van Damme in a...
Not quite. He had been in No Retreat, No Surrender as the villain.
Oh,
which
yeah.
Which was awesomely done by MST3K Live.
Yes.
Jason, was that the one that we saw?
Yes. That's the only time I've seen that live. It was really fun.
It was really fun.
he was in that, and then he was in Bloodsport.
Bloodsport.
Which Bloodsport was a pretty big deal. Yeah.
Yeah, it was. I didn't realize that was before this. I wonder if he filmed this first, but that's neither here nor there. So he plays a guitar in this movie. As does every other character.
One of my notes are, like, we all realize these names are musical instrument companies, right? Are we okay with this?
I am not. I am not okay with this.
I am not okay with a guy who talks like Jean-Claude Van Damme named Gibson Rickenbacker.
Yeah, he's too. Why couldn't he be Gibson Les Paul? Why do they have to do two different fucking? I don't know. Because I don't even think a Rickenbacker is a Gibson. I could be wrong.
And our villain is Vendor Tremolo.
Vendor Tremolo.
Tremolo, yeah.
Fender.
Which is like Fender Tremolo, which is like the turning up and down of an instrument, like quickly.
The tremolo, it's a musical term too.
Yeah.
And then we got Pearl Prophet. Pearl, of course, is the drums. Yeah. There's an electric drum company. Is that Nady?
Yes, I think so. I got a list.
Then, I'm sorry. Nady Systems is just an audio product manufacturer. The Simmons is the electric drums. So her last name is Prophet 5 Synthesizer is Pearl's last name. You didn't have to explain it. Prophet kind of works too, sort of. Because she's she's bringing the information about the way everybody can go for. Fuck it. There's a Marshall Strat in this, motherfuckers.
Yes. It's ridiculous. So
the Prophet 5 is a synthesizer. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, because I said that you didn't even have to name her after an instrument. The Prophet could have just worked by itself, is what I was saying. Yeah, but
fair,
yeah.
Well, I have a reason. I know why that's the case. It was originally conceived by Albert Pune to be a no dialogue rock opera, right? With heavy metal music and stuff, and Cannon was like, we need to actually try to make some money back on this thing. So they said no.
I am fucking shocked that they had that restraint. I mean, you've seen the Apple.
Well, the whole thing behind this movie was Cannon Film Group had the rights to Spider-Man and Masters of the Universe. And they were going to make a Spider-Man movie and a Masters of the Universe sequel at the same time, both directed by Albert Pune. So Albert he was going to shoot the first third of Spider-Man, origin story of Peter Parker kind of deal, and then shoot all of Masters of the Universe 2, while the actor who was playing Peter Parker was bulking up and getting like fit to be Spider-Man.
This is exactly how movies are made.
And and what happened was the Cannon was running out of money, and they couldn't afford the licenses for either property anymore, so they had to let them lapse. But they had already put like about $1 million or so into sets and costumes for both movies. So they challenged Albert Pune to just write a new movie that uses both of them. Uses all the sets and costumes, and it's what he came up with was his rock opera. And they were like, well, can we make it an actual movie? And they also it was originally written for Chuck Norris, not Jean-Claude Van Damme, but Golan Globus wanted Van Damme. He was their new acquired property, if you will. They gave him the option. They gave Jean-Claude the option. How's this for options? They gave him the option of either this, Delta Force 2,
yeah,
or American Ninja 3. Maybe it was. Maybe they were already on American Ninja 4 by then, and he chose this one, even though he said he didn't really like it very much. Well,
that's amazing.
So yeah, that's how we got this movie, and it honestly made money. Like, people say this is the movie that killed Cannon. It's not at all.
Oh no! I mean,
this is a movie that gave Cannon like a little bit of life at the end of its death, because it made like $10 million. But Cannon was already so badly mismanaged and was like something like $250 million in debt and in trouble with the SEC, and it was just a total shit show. And Path came in, or is it actually pronounced Pathé? French.
Pathé.
Pathé. They stepped in and they bought a lot of Cannon's assets, if you will, if you want to call them assets.
You know what Cannon said? They said, "I'll give you the horror show."
Yeah. There's also, sorry, I'm just getting all this out of the way right now. There's also a director's cut of this movie that I've not seen called Slinger, which was the original cut that Albert Pune had made that he sent to the original composer, but the studio rejected the score for some reason and had it rescored, and it was discovered years and years later, like decades later, that the composer had this work print VHS with the old, the original score on it and everything, that Albert Pune then took, and he kind of cut it again. There were some issues with the quality, like the actual visual quality.
No,
not the movie itself. But
no,
that exists too.
Oh,
and it was
shit.
eventually released through his Kernan Productions, or Kernan Pictures, named after his wife, Cynthia, I believe, Cynthia Kernan. So it's out there. You can watch the original like director's cut work print, which is technically the third cut of the movie that exists.
That's a real Blade Runner situation here, huh?
A little bit, yeah. Both cyberpunk, kind of. Is this sort of cyberpunk? I mean, I guess.
I can't tell you what this is. I do know one thing. I do know one thing. The title Cyborg, not a great title.
No, Slinger's a better title, actually.
Slinger is a better title. I also had some other suggestions here. Crucified Bastards, Flashback the movie, or Karate Punch Kick Splits.
How about Jesus Van Damme?
Jesus Christ Van Damme?
How about holy shit, that wig?
Jesus Christ Van Damme. JCVD still works.
Yep, still works. I wonder if Albert Pune was like a JoJo's Bizarre Adventure fan. Because they have characters like Ton Petty, Tonpetty, Robert E.O. Speedwagon, like a bunch of rock people and character names. And that came out in 1987.
Well, the other thing that was that is kind of lost in this cut is Fender and his gang they're Satanists. And it doesn't come through at all in the theatrical cut, I guess. Well, it doesn't, but I guess in the director's cut, it's more apparent that they worship the devil. And that was something that was part of the original rock opera idea, was like a light versus dark kind of deal. And there was a Satan worshiping like heavy metal band or something.
It would have been so awesome to muddle this movie with people being into religion and shit.
But that's where the crucifixion scene comes from.
Yeah.
It's just supposed to be like a bastardization of the actual, crucifixion.
I mean, it's if they were Satanists, wouldn't they be crucifying people upside down?
You would think so, but
I mean,
it's
I'm
not smart enough to do that. Yeah.
George Miller,
or maybe JCVD just didn't want to be upside down.
George Miller should do the.
They should have crucified him doing the splits. I mean, that would have been the way.
Yeah. George Miller should do the original idea for this movie.
Yeah.
It would be awesome.
Yeah, it probably would be pretty awesome.
Like a rock opera with, yeah. I mean, it kind of fits in that world.
With like
anyway.
rock and roll bands and, yeah. I mean, I think it could have been a cool idea. That sounds like a very Albert Pune idea, to be honest.
I mean, what? It was Voyage of the Rock Aliens not good enough for him? I mean,
did he make that?
No, but I mean, did he see that and he thought, I can do better?
I don't. Well, like every Cannon movie ever is like, I can do that worse. Not
right. But I mean, but it always starts from an idea of we can do it bigger and better and more explosions.
I'm surprised neither of you have said
like
Golden
Vicious
Globus
Lips
yet.
was kind of like that. It was like
we said Cannon.
It was like a rock and roll space movie. Vicious Lips was.
I don't remember that.
That was 86.
I mean, he could have saw heavy metal and wanted to do it.
I probably was. I'm sure he's a huge fan of that. He already, his first movie was Sword and Sorcerer, so that's kind of heavy metal adjacent already.
That movie rules, though.
Yeah, it's really good. The better version of Cyborg, honestly, is the movie he made in 1992 called Nemesis. Nemesis is actually a good movie. Adrian or
it's Gruner, isn't it?
Gruner, yeah, Adrian Gruner, yeah. But that's not the movie we're talking about today. We're talking about some true fucking schlock.
Okay,
oh boy.
I wasn't even sure when I picked this that it was going to be schlocky enough because I remember this movie, and when you're 10 or 11 or 12, whatever we were at the time, there's no like real understanding of that. At least it wasn't for me.
Sure.
I haven't seen this movie since 1990, probably. And I was like, oh, it's an early JCVD movie. Let's do that. And boy, howdy. It is like, if somebody asked me what schlocky is, I would probably say, just go watch Cyborg.
That's a pretty good example. Especially considering just the slapdash nature of it, right?
It's insane.
Yeah. I owned this. I bought the Shout Factory release of this when it came out. And I watched it when it came out on, re-release Blu-ray through them. And I remember having like an okay time with it. But man, I had not really truly realized how terrible it is until I watched it again.
Yeah. I think I was in the right mood for it because
I was in a great mood for it.
Yeah, I was enjoying every minute of it because I could see this movie really annoying the shit out of me. Like if I was not in a good mood and all the grunting and stuff, but it just made me laugh. I was just laughing.
Oh my God.
Funny. It's pretty funny.
I when I was watching it, I thought to myself, I bet Chuck is just going to be sitting there giggling through most of this.
It was. I definitely was.
Like, I mean, it would have been impossible for the three of us to watch this all at the same time together. We wouldn't, I mean, not like we really need the dialogue, but we wouldn't be able to hear any, it would just be laughing at it.
It would probably take 3.5 hours to watch it.
Wait, go back. I want to see that again. I want to see the puppet robot, the lady again.
The good news is on that front though, is that the skeleton of a no dialogue movie is still really there. Like there isn't a lot.
Absolutely is.
There isn't really a lot to it.
They did not I don't think they scripted any dialogue for the third act. None. Except for one line, which is, it's strange, but I feel like he's the real cure for the world. And I was like,
God.
Well,
I don't know what that has to say.
That's totally leaning into the Messiah thing, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah, he born again Messiah. Mm-hmm. Yeah,
came down off the cross and saved us all. Yeah. Yeah.
All right, well that's Cyborg.
That's in this movie.
What even is the plague? Like, no one seems to have it.
That was the thing, because that was another one of my notes, which was, what is this plague? Are people still, are the people still alive, immune to it? Can you still catch it? Or can you have, what is this?
I think the fact that there needs to be a cure would indicate that the people alive are not immune to it.
Or at least not everyone.
And it's like a zombie plague too, because they show you a couple of them at the beginning of the movie.
They did?
Yeah, they do. they got like, they kind of like have charred faces, and they're you can see the lips. They don't have lips. They're just like.
So you think those people that are with Fender that have like the kind of veil and you see like a little teethy thing have the plague?
I think they have the plague. Yeah,
I could buy that.
Yeah. Okay, I'm on board. There. All I know is at the beginning I was like, "There's naked titty crucifixion going on here."
Yeah,
that was unexpected right out of the gate.
There's lots of titties for no reason in this movie, and Jean-Claude Van Damme's like, "Put those things away."
What are you doing? What's this? I'm here for business.
Yeah, it's business time.
I'm a guitar. I can't have sex.
Well, I mean, technically it could. I mean,
I guess.
All
right, let's not get technical with this then.
Yeah, there's nothing technical about Cyborg. It is.
Okay, yeah, because why couldn't they just make a fucking computer? All right, this movie makes.
I know. Chuck is just like. Yes. What the fuck? Why do they have to?
No more chips from China.
So
everything's broken.
That the only way to transfer this data is to make a cyborg. Like a human being has to undergo a cybernetic transformation, has to have like their brain melded with electronics and become cyborg in order to take the data from New York to Atlanta.
And if you're going to make a cyborg, at least make it so it can fucking defend itself.
Yeah.
Yeah, like shoot some fucking missiles out of
her shoulders. Some weapons, laser eyes.
Laser eyes, yeah.
Yeah, turn one of its arms into a
fucking rotary, like one of those like fucking
guns,
chain gun. Yeah. I thought for a second that Jean-Claude Van Damme had one of those. I was like, oh, he just took that off of like a crashed helicopter. No, it's just a 4-barreled shotgun. Yeah. But not as cool as Reggie's in the Phantasm movies.
It is pretty cool though.
It is cool, but it's
I like that
Reggie's.
I like that it's powered by like compressed air.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool. That's a cool idea. Yeah.
You gotta make do in the world.
There's probably no gunpowder anymore or ability to make it.
I do like though at one point also he has that gun and some asshole with a machete comes up and it's like doing machete. It's like, motherfucker, you got a gun.
I was like Indiana Jones right now. You had to.
And no, he slings it behind him and pulls out a smaller knife than the machete, and he's like, "This is a knife fight. I'm not bringing a gun to a knife fight."
No.
This is what we're up for, man. And it starts sending my brain into a lot of like a questioning space.
Yes. So Jason, I have a feeling since you've seen this multiple times, you can give us like the plot up front here. Like what's actually happening.
Okay. I mean, it's not super complicated. Right. You've got this roving band of like bandits,
pirates.
I guess. Like,
no, they're called pirates.
Yeah, they're pirates. Except they don't like water. But whatever.
Just the leader doesn't like water. He hates it. In fact,
God, when they're all like crowded around the map. In the the belly of the boat. Oh my God. I'm just like, yeah, right. Fender fucking can't read a map. Give me a break.
There's no way that many of them were on that fucking boat either.
He's just
right.
pointing,
it's a tiny boat
at the map and going, arg, arg.
That explains why they were able to beat them to the whatever. Like they have a boat.
So Savannah was where they, or was no
and
Charleston.
Jean-Claude Van Damme gets there first.
Yeah.
Ow. Anyway, go ahead, Jason.
All right. So this band of pirates, led by Fender Tremolo. Oh my God. He has an altercation with all right, hold on, let me go back.
No, Strat. It's the Strat guy. He's the first guy that died. Yeah, I don't know, man. This movie's giving my brain some problems.
Him and Pearl Prophet, they like set up the fact that she's got the cure for the virus. She's got to take the information to Atlanta.
My suspicion is Marshall Strat is also another
slingers,
yeah, whatever they're called, slingers.
Yeah, maybe
Oh,
it's not a very good one,
but
yeah,
could
probably
very well be. I don't know. That we see him later in a flashback. This movie's lousy with flashbacks.
Oh boy, howdy! They've already come from Atlanta, which we find out later. They get to New York because she's now got the data, and then he has to bring her back to Atlanta. But the pirates intervene and they kill Marshall. They overhear that she's got a cure to the disease, and he's like, I want the cure. What does he say? It's like something. I'll be a god. Yeah, I won't be God. I like the world. And then somebody says something like hell or something like been there. Yeah.
But so now she, and it just so happens that like Gibson's
Chuck loves
around there at this point. Gibson's just like, he's been like tracking Fender, and we find out why through a series of tedious flashbacks.
Oh my God.
But at one point, the girl that he was with in the flashback is dressed up like One Piece, or that guy from One Piece.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm talking, like the straw hat and like the red. Yeah, Jason knows. Yeah.
But is he guiding someone at this point too?
No, he's just fucking around.
He's probably tracking Fender,
as I guess.
But anyway, the marshal gets killed, and now the cyborg lady Pearl Prophet is asking Gibson for help. Fender shows up. He like fucking shoots Gibson. He flies like 15 feet backward into some
pretty
trash,
awesome.
And he's knocked out. And he takes and kidnaps Pearl Prophet, but not before she has taken off She's taken off her hair, basically, and shown herself to Gibson to prove that she's a cyborg. And for whatever reason, if Cyborg takes their hair off, they turn into like a fucking robot.
Robot.
They lose
oh my God.
all of their human aspects, and they turn into a derpy.
When she takes off, the hair holds her eyes forward. Because when it takes it off, they go in different directions.
It makes no sense because there's this terrible composite shot. When
some would say terrible, Jeff would put in his notes sweet. and her movements start to get all like herky jerky and robotic. It's stop motion. It's a stop motion puppet.
But it's like, wait a minute, isn't she supposed to be a humanoid? Like, why do we need to show her as like this? Like, how? I think just because she took her hair off, like she's not under disguise anymore. So now she behaves more like a robot than a human.
That just had to be a cheaper way to make her head look like a robot head. But like they could have just put like a cap on her or something.
When they show that when they show that first time to Gibson, it actually looks okay. It's like a side shot, and it looks pretty good. But when it's like that front facing shot. You don't need it because you can't see the shit behind her head anyway.
Yeah.
Right? They just want to
put something on her head.
It's really like they're just trying to drive it home that she's a cyborg, and then we never see her as a cyborg again for the whole fucking rest of the movie. And this movie is called Cyborg.
She doesn't do anything. The only thing she does that Cyborg like is determine she can trust Gibbs at this moment. Like her eyes start Her eyes start like doing the, I'm doing math calculations right now.
Yeah, a little Terminator
she's
action.
like, I can trust you.
So,
but how did she put 2 and 2 together and determine that just by looking at him?
Right.
Real quick though, I want to go back to something you were talking about earlier, Jason. The fuck about this is Masters of the Universe or Spider-Man?
Just sets and costumes. That's it.
Which ones though? Because none of that looks like the He-Man or Spider-Man I know.
I think probably. I have no idea.
It looks like more like they were going to make a Punisher movie and couldn't do it anymore.
It could be like the Masters of the Universe was going to be post-apocalyptic.
Well, I mean, technically, their Masters of the Universe was pretty bad as far as like representation of Masters of the Universe, but still, it didn't look like that. It didn't look like Cyborg.
Well, this could have been years later after Skeletor destroyed everything. That's I'm sticking to it.
Okay.
I'm probably going to double down on the like time travel, dimensional travel shit. I don't know.
Probably. I don't know, man. I don't know.
Those scripts exist. They're out there. In case
I'm afraid that if I decide to read it, it will melt my brain, and then I'll look like a cyborg if I take my head off, and I'm like my eyes are pointing in different directions.
I have to imagine that Fender's costume was probably a villain costume for Masters of the Universe. Like some of the costumes are pretty crazy.
Some of the actors probably would have been like the bad guys in Masters of the Universe for sure.
Sure.
Some of those like weird like that one gang that they encounter before they intersect with
when the great puppet fall happens or dummy fall.
Yeah.
Like those costumes were probably like bad guy costumes or something. Yeah. Anyway,
from a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie, but yeah.
So here we go. Fender or Gibson wakes up. God, fucking these names piss me off.
Just call him Gibbs.
Gibbs wakes up, and this young woman is there, and she's like, "I overheard everything. We've got to go save that lady. They took her." He's like, "I'm not interested in getting involved in that. I just want Fender." So, but she's like, "Well, I can help you. I think we should save that lady." And so she
I want the cure. You want Fender is basically what she says.
So their missions, intersect at this point. And so they're together, and they're going to track Fender. Meanwhile, Fender is going to take a boat to Chuck's point.
A slow boat to Atlanta.
He takes a boat to, and Fender's going to cut him off where the ocean meets the land in Charleston, right? And and Fender gets to Charleston at around the same time or before the Fender
Gibson gets there before Fender
on the boat. Yeah. So it's like, what? They just don't want to walk, I guess,
who would want to walk from New York all the way to Atlanta? That would suck.
I'd be like, I hate to walk.
Yeah.
We got us a skin job to take to Atlanta. That's how he reads the fucking line. It's so good.
Line reading in this movie is insane.
Acres away, mateys. Har, har, har.
Oh, my God. I also like every time that Fender takes off his sunglasses, it's like it's shot and played and scored like it's the very first time he did it, but he does it like 20 fucking times.
Yeah, he does it a lot.
Yeah.
And it's like, yes, we get it. He has weirdo silver eyes. We get it.
I don't know. Why couldn't that have meant something? Maybe his eyes are like
robot eyes.
Yeah, maybe he's part cyborg, right? I mean, come on.
I mean, he also has brown lipstick on. What's that all about?
And he got it all over his teeth too.
He's not very good at wearing the lipstick.
No. Oh my God. So yeah, that's like half the movie.
But half of the movie are the backstory bits.
Yeah, so now we're on the road to Atlanta, right? And throughout the entire road to Atlanta, you have kind of three things happening. You have Gibbs and what's her name?
Nady. So yeah, that's Nady. Is her Nady Simmons?
Simmons, right.
Yeah.
So you have those. So one element is you have those two bantering, right? And essentially like Gibson wanting just revenge and Nady wanting to cure the world, and them having pseudo philosophical discussions about the merits of both. I guess.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah. That's putting a much nicer spin on it, but it's all just very, very basic and lame. And then you've got them running into traps and bandits and shit like that, right? So adventure stuff. And then you've got flashbacks, and it's mostly flashbacks. Every time Gibson sees something that reminds him of this very particular moment in his past, he gets all pensive, and then the music changes, and we see Jean-Claude Van Damme with long hair, and we know because of that
it's not just long hair; it's a terrible wig.
It's so good.
It's so bad, but good.
It's so good.
But
they just put all of it. He wears it backwards. It seems like.
Yes, it's not on there straight. Yeah,
it's like, well, that doesn't look right. So somebody tried it like backward, and they're like, yeah,
there it is.
Now we can tell. Now we can tell this is the past because you have longer hair on.
Yeah. The Jason, when you described all of that, where it's like they're on the road to Atlanta and they have these pseudo intellectual conversations about what they both want, and there's it's flashback. It's mostly flashbacks.
Mostly flashbacks.
Mostly flashback. I thought you were reading directly from whatever script existed for this.
Oh well, no, no. My way of describing Cyborg.
I'm pretty certain that was exactly what Albert Pune said to everybody on day one. It's like, the dog ate the script. This is what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Make it up as we go.
We'll just make it up as we go, exactly. Which it definitely feels like they do. So it's just a series of things that happen along the road. The most significant is that fight with the Chuck. You talk about this guy. Talk about this fight.
You mean the fight where the first fight?
Yeah.
So they're in, I don't even know what they're in. It's like the construct of a garage or a building that isn't fully finished.
This is the first fight, right? Not the one with Fender.
Yes.
Yeah.
Did we want? Yes.
Yes, correct.
Yes. I don't even know what these guys are wearing, but you have one guy who's a chain master.
Yeah.
And then a bunch of other guys who wear knives or just have knives, and then none of them are
a lot of knives in this movie.
A lot of knives.
Yes, that's also another title this movie could have had. A lot of knives.
A lot of knives. God, I just watched this movie and I'm trying to even put together what happens here.
It's a lot of it you just glaze over there.
Because Nady, the same thing happens to her like every time they arrive somewhere. She gets captured, I think. She gets taken.
Well, she's a pretty lady in the apocalypse. You gotta steal those ladies.
Yeah, and I don't even know why she's alone. Like, it makes no sense. She's on the second floor in Jean-Claude Van Damme. Why do they even go into this building? Are they looking for shelter or whatever? So she gets backed up and held by one of the guys. Gibbs comes around the corner with his gun. He's like, haha, I'm going to kill everyone. But Chain Man is like, the fuck you are. I'm taking that gun away from you with my chain. And then there's just a series of, I don't know how he gets his boot knife to come out, kills.
Yeah.
Like, how do you even get the boot knife to come out?
You click those heels, man.
So he's just like, there's no place like home. And then the boot knife comes out.
Yeah.
The best part about it is Nady kind of gets free, punches a guy in the nuts, or grabs a guy by the nuts to get free.
Yeah.
Then she punches him in the nuts. And then I think she even kicks him in the nuts.
A lot of nut play.
And then she swings a knife at him, or punches him. She punches him. And he is like a great dummy fall. Like,
yeah.
Jeff, where would you rank it? It's pretty good, right?
It's pretty good. I mean, what's the scale?
1 to crash test.
Ooh.
The problem is the height.
Those aren't numbers.
Because it's not a super high dummy fall. So that gets points against it.
Yeah, I mean, I would say if we're looking at a 1 to 10, 0 to 10, I'll give it a good solid 8, I think.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it could have been higher and more.
Could have been higher from from higher up, and if he's like bouncing off of shit, that would have been the 10. Yeah. You always got to look for bouncing off things, because then your eye is immediately drawn to, is anything falling off of the dummy at that point.
And how unnaturally is the dummy turning and spinning. And,
right. Falling against stuff, like,
yes.
Yeah.
Oh my. So let's talk about the flashbacks. What drives me crazy about the flashbacks is not that we have to explain Gibson's animosity towards Fender. Like that, we have to get that established and why he's tracking him. And we need to tell that story, but we don't need to tell that story like over 4 or 5 flashbacks, each one with repetitive footage of the last. Because that gets so tedious.
It's like the director did not think his audience could understand what was happening and had to retell us each time. Like this stuff with Haley, I'm like, yeah, it's fucking Haley. We get it, dipshit.
Right. I know. It's just super tedious. And my feeling though, beyond that, Chuck, which I do think that's part of it, is just filler. It's just time filler. We got to get this movie to 80 minutes.
There's a time filler at the end of this that just fucking kills me.
Oh my God, I know.
It just kills me.
I wonder if it's the same thing I'm thinking of, but we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll talk about it.
We'll when we get there. Yeah.
But somebody tell what the flashback is. We could just get it out of the way.
Yeah. So he is hired to transport the lady dressed like the guy from One Piece and her little brother and sister. I think it is. I think there's 3 of them, right?
Or her kids, one or the other.
I don't know, because she seems
it's a boy and a girl. Yeah,
but it seems like she's young. But then again, they also said your father.
She's sister. She's the oldest sister.
That's what I thought. Okay, but she's still kind of like a teen, like late teenage, is what I was guessing.
Somebody must have grunted that at us because I didn't.
Yeah, it's like
yeah. Anyway, she's the oldest sister.
Yeah. So. But she's like, okay, we got to say goodbye to Daddy now. Let's go. And they end up traveling. I think, is it New York that they're traveling out of? Because it's weird because she has a real Southern accent. I'm like, oh, she's from the South side of New York.
Yeah. The South is like moved way north in this movie.
Right. But they end up finding like a little home that's been abandoned, probably been plagued out. And they're like, oh, we'll be safe here. This will be nice. And they just fucking like build a life where like now they're the parents of these kids.
They plant their last 4 blueberry seeds or something.
Something like that. And he's like chopping wood and shit and just being like the dad. It's like, wait, slingers do all of this is a whole service that you pay for? Like,
I love it when he puts his weapons in the chest and covers it with a blanket. That's like so video.
Over. Yeah.
It's so video game or like, Sword and Sandals even kind of maybe.
Yeah. It's, hey, it's, he has lived that life. He now wants to settle down with this hot piece of ass and her little sisters and brother.
Sister.
Or whatever.
Yeah.
And he's perfectly fine with that, apparently. I don't know how they survive because there ain't no fucking livestock on there and they've got 4 blueberry seeds. But whatever, they're going to make it work out of the power of love.
Well, they got some tins of food for now.
Oh, that's right. They have a few cans of corn.
Yeah.
That she's like, here, and he puts them in a bag in a little satchel. And they move on. Yeah. And so they arrive at the house. They make a life out of themselves. Everything is happy. Everybody's happy. He's getting laid. She's getting laid. Everybody's happy. But then the pirates show up and dump them into a well.
I actually really like this. I think this is
okay. Well, this is how you start the movie, though. You show this scene only.
Yes. So you have Gibbs, his play toy girl, and her
little brother.
all roped together and tied above a well. And then Fender's men are holding like a chained rope. It's like
it's barbed wire.
Yeah, chained rope, barbed wire, same thing. They're holding it.
I mean, you say tomato, I say barbed wire.
Yeah, okay, it's a barbed wire rope, which they hand to the little girl Haley, and Fender's like, "If you could hold them, they could live," or whatever.
And then he takes off his sunglasses.
It's up to you, sweetheart.
It's up to you, sweetheart. And she, like, they'd showed it like 5 times prior, the barbed wire going through her hands and ripping her hands all up, and obviously she can't hold them. So I don't know if Gibbs like survived off the girl at the bottom of the well, or like how.
My guess is that he landed on the other two. He killed them.
Probably. Yeah. If we're being real, yeah.
Because he climbs up out of it.
He does.
Yes.
And he doesn't look back to see if they're coming. No, he killed them. He knew it.
And we don't even learn about this part until like 3/4 into the movie.
I know.
Right.
It's insane.
Yeah, because we see then that she's part of Fender's, the sister, the middle sister, the one who had to hold the bucket and failed. She's basically Fender's like side piece now.
Yeah, because she still has the same necklace, which you would have thought the Fender would have like yanked that on. It's like, oh, mine now.
Well, I think wasn't Gibbs wearing the necklace? Like, how did she get it?
He gave it to her in one of the flashbacks.
He did give it to her?
Yeah.
I know. Yeah. I remember them showing it to signify to us who she was. And that girl actually looks like her. I wonder if they're sisters.
It was, But they don't tell us how many years it's been.
6. That's just a guess. Like, it would have to be at
sounds
least
as
6.
good as, I mean, I hope it's at least 6 because she was kind of little.
She was probably like 10 or 11. Yeah.
So maybe 10 years. But yeah, he's been tracking.
Well, I also wouldn't put it past Fender of saying we're going to cut some corners here on this age
the apocalypse. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, forgetting about that, she does look a fair bit older.
Yeah, but it does look like you are right about that. Good casting.
Yes, good casting.
Was she? What was the name of her character?
Haley. So yeah, I forget where we were in the actual other part of the shorter part of the movie.
That's kind of yes. This is the shorter part of the movie. Until there's a real long scene of two people looking at each other. That is the longest part of the movie. Is the flashbacks.
That's the filler scene I was talking about.
Yes, and later. That killed me too. But there's another flashback also, which is the whole flashback of we're going to turn you into a robot that has eyeballs that go in different directions.
Yes, I lied. There is an actual scene with the robot surgery. Yeah, so it's our only other time we get any cyborg shit. Yeah. And it's just, I mean, we don't really get a good explanation for why they need to do this, but we see it's like a whole decision and a whole process.
I could see her being voluntold to do this, and she's like, but aren't thumb drives a thing? It's like, shut up, you're going to become a cyborg.
Can I just bring you the motherboard?
The laptop? It's probably a laptop. It's probably something that's very portable.
I got a terabyte, like a thumb drive in my room. I'll go get it.
I'll go get it right now. But this is 1989, so like probably the processing power in her brain is like 4 bytes, or something.
I have a random question for you though. Random question for you. Let's say we don't know what year this movie took place, right? We don't know if it's 2050.
We just says in the future,
2100, 22. So when you watch a movie like this now, do you take into account when it was made?
Oh, I usually try to.
Because there wouldn't have been laptops, right?
I mean, there would have been gigantic laptops. Maybe that's the problem. It's like, the laptop's the size of a room.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if this movie was made today, I'd probably try to assume that most of our history had happened, right?
Yeah, I would think so. Yeah.
But in
unless
this case,
there
we
is
have no
something
fucking idea.
specifically, unless there's something like Watchmen that specifically shows like a break in past history, you know, where it's like, oh, because of these people existed and the machinations of Nixon, you know, it changed the past and it changed the present day, right? You know, so that would be, you know, but that's very clearly shown to us in that.
Yeah.
Well, I always find it funny when you have these post-apocalyptic movies, right, where it's the end of civilization, yet there are still somehow these people who are making huge advancements in technology.
Yeah, like we
like
figured out how to make cyborgs
or something. So
Yeah.
they just jumped from 1989 technology to cyborgs
Yes.
Right.
during the apocalypse.
And they do it in the guy's fucking garage because we saw that door close at the end. That's a fucking garage.
Yeah.
What a great!
It's like,
what a
move
great
the car.
ending.
We need to turn this bitch into a cyborg.
Let's
Get that
finish
car
on
outta
the
here.
door. Let's finish on the door. What a great shot in the movie.
Yes, yes. It'll be
And it's
epic.
so long too. It's such a long shot of the door.
And then we get
Man,
that
my God.
ADR about the real savior that we needed.
Oh my God. Okay,
So we just jumped all the way to the end again. Yeah. Really.
Well, let's flash back to the middle of the movie.
Let's do it. Let's flash back. What we get, that's what I was going to say earlier. The other thing that
exasperated.
the other thing that confuses me so much about this movie is the editing. Like the way the action is edited, my eyes just glaze over. I can't process.
Yes.
that's why when you
I
asked
can't
me to like
process it because
describe
none
that
of-
fight, I'm like,
Yeah, none of it is edited correctly, like directionally. So like people just show up and disappear in the scene. You have a character moving one direction and then it's cut and it looks like they're moving in the opposite direction.
It's the 180 rule got
dude, when
broken.
he goes into the sewer hole,
Yeah,
and
the
there's
180,
the people.
180 rule is destroyed in this movie.
When he goes into the sewer hole, you can see all the people running down the stairs in the background.
Yes.
And then when they show him go in at the end, there's nobody there, and everyone's
Nobody there.
running like
There's like
diagonally.
one person. Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
why are you running diagonally? You should
Yeah.
be running straight down the alley.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Like, there was that one guy with his shirt off who like hears Gibson at one point and he like turns and then you don't see him again.
Yeah,
Like
where
he's just
was-
gone. He's just gone from the movie.
Well, he had to return to his home planet, but died along the way.
I think I was reading something
He
about
just
this, and
looked up out of the movie.
that might have been a death they cut to avoid the X rating. I was reading about this, might have been on the Wikipedia page, and I was like, and it seemingly made it seem like the character just disappears. That might have been that guy, the shirtless guy, because I don't think we
Probably.
see him again after he is his like, oh, I hear him coming, and then gone.
Okay, so since we're talking about an actor just disappearing, did you guys know that Jean-Claude Van Damme took out a guy's eyeball in this movie?
Wait,
Like a dude legit
Oh,
lost
yeah,
an
yeah, yeah.
eye during filming.
yeah, with a prop knife. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
that would be so hard and painful.
Yeah, JCVD
This was
popped the
not a
guy's
good
eye out.
time for JCVD. He ended up losing like $500,000 in a lawsuit for that. Yeah,
Like, how is that his fault? I wonder how I'd like to read about that. How is that his fault?
yeah. How's
There
JCVD's? I think he.
Was it not in filming? Was it?
Well, I think he got a little too physical during the
Okay.
like the stunt fighting, right? I don't
Yeah,
know
I
for
guess
sure,
so.
but I think yeah, he probably wasn't safe in the way he was wielding the weapon or something. Yeah.
I just feel like that would fall on the studio, but I guess not.
Why it was on? Yeah, it's a good question. Like why he wasn't even
Shit,
sure,
there-
maybe.
There ain't no fucking insurance on a Golden Globus movie. Come on now.
But I
Well,
would
and-
think.
I'm
I don't
sure.
know.
I bet there's details out there.
Yeah, I want to look that up
I bet there's details out there.
because I didn't even see that until we started talking about it, or I would have looked it up
Yeah.
beforehand. So yeah,
let's
what were you saying about?
let's just call up JCVD. See what he has to say about it.
Mhm.
But even though I was talking shit about all the editing of the action, this is probably the best sequence in the movie. Is when they all
When they
like,
catch up to them.
catch up to them and they're in that kind
Marsh.
of I don't know what it
It's a marsh.
Almost, yeah, but it's marsh, but it's a no, before the marsh.
Oh,
It looks like maybe it was an old boat dock, perhaps.
oh, yeah.
Like
I
a
know what
dry
you're
dock
talking about. Yeah.
for big ships or something. And they have the whole, there's a whole fight. A lot of people fight a lot of people, and Gibson takes out a lot of them. He does. He probably takes out like half a dozen of them.
There must have been
But
like
they just
at
keep
least,
respawning, I think.
there must have been at
This is
least
the one-
50 of them here already, because there's no
Yes.
way all these people were on the fucking boat.
No, they weren't.
Exactly.
There was
They're
there was
already
like maybe
there.
9 people on the boat. Yeah.
Right. And there's like 50 guys and there's 100 knives and he's got a gun.
Gibson easily kills at least as many people as were on the boat in this scene.
Yes.
Easy.
Yes.
Easily.
Easy.
Yeah.
But-
Because this is the scene where the guy comes up with the fucking machete and he's got the gun and he just slings it back behind him, right?
Yes.
And he's like, I guess I'll just fight you knife to knife.
that's the first kill he makes. And
Yes, that
kills
is.
Then he kills another guy. Then he's like hanging on a pipe.
Oh,
and he shakes the
pipe.
pipe loose and
And
swings.
it works
Swings.
like and it works
It's
like a rope.
perfect- It's
It's
like
a-
he did
it's
the
a
math
steel
like
rope.
fucking Ethan Hunt or something, and he has like
Yeah.
perfect math. Yeah.
What's great about it is like he would have had to have been at least 100 feet in the air for that swing to happen the way it does.
Yes.
But he's
Yes.
like 20.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yep.
Or he has to keep climbing the steel rope. You know what I mean?
As
it's
he's going,
swinging.
he's like
As it's swinging.
scooting up.
But then it's gonna hit the floor. So it's
Oh yeah, it's
None of
gonna
that-
rattle him right off that
None of that
fucking
shit
Oh my
makes
pipe
God,
rope.
so good.
it is good though.
Once
But
the
it-
apocalypse happens, like physics goes right out the window. I'm
Oh,
pretty
yeah,
sure.
absolutely.
Fender has
It's the
that
first
here.
thing to go in the apocalypse. No more physics. Sorry.
We can no
Jason.
longer afford
I'm just trying to
physics.
get through this fucking thing. That's
I
all.
know.
That's all.
But that was a good one. I had to go with it.
Hey, that's good. It's good. I like it. Get it out of here.
The Fender like seemingly kills Nady, right? Snady. No.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
she's knocked out good. Like she's knocked out, but good.
And she's
Okay, so we have
but
the
good.
cyborg standing with Nady, who's laid out on the ground.
Yeah.
That whole fucking fight happens, and Gibbs like escapes enough. I don't know where everyone's gone at this point. It's not that big a boat dock. I don't
He's done
think.
he's done the whole like Bugs Bunny or something. He's lapped him. You know.
Yeah, he's laughing. And she's like, "I'm not coming with you. You're not strong enough to protect me." This is what the cyborg says to him, and he's like,
Oh
fuck.
yeah, yeah.
Well, fuck. I
you
guess
then.
I'll take this girl's cheeks and leave.
Yeah. Well. She also says, Cyborg. She says, "I can lead them to their death.
Yeah.
Like I have resources in Atlanta. Like they will never know what hit them. Essentially, he's like, all right, well, I'll fuck off then. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think she also called him like some sort of a beta cuck loser while he turned away too, I think.
A little bit.
But yeah. Anyway.
So he
That-
tries.
Oh yeah,
to-
so it's like what
so
is
he
our
tries-
fucking hero
He
then?
tries to get Nady back and confronts Fender. He throws a knife at Fender, which Fender just backs away from. He's like, that was easy. And there's a skirmish again. Some people die, some people don't. But he's able to get Nady and carry her out and gets into the
Salt marsh.
salt marsh. Yeah, and I think this
Yeah.
is where he does his Bugs Bunny again. He like somehow like for real, like the spatial logic of this scene makes no sense. But they get down into the sewer.
Just this scene though, just this scene
Just
doesn't
this
make
scene.
sense. The rest of
The
it
rest
makes
of
total
it-
sense.
This blew the movie for me.
The final fight, oh my god! Talk about like insanely bad editing.
Oh my God,
But,
so good though.
But they get out the sewer. They're being pursued by the pirates. They're out now. They're out in the marshes. And yeah, I mean, he gets Nady awake and like has her come to, and she's able to.
And then
escape.
she fights a lady pirate
Yeah,
and cuts her
that's right.
fucking hand clean off.
Oh, she cuts the lady pirate's hand off. Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty badass, right? It's like, yeah, it's like I'll take that. It's like
I won't
I
belabor
like
this. Sorry, I won't belabor this, but the split on the two pipes when the guy walks under him when they're
in the sewer. Yeah.
in the sewer is really good. I
That's
have to
classic.
mention that.
That's classic Jean-Claude right there. Yeah.
Oh yeah, because he does like a Zelda 2 like down thrust
Yeah.
Yes,
with the knife
right
or
through
with
that
like
guy's mouth, probably.
yeah.
He's got
yeah.
he's stabilized by the walls of the sewer
Mhm.
up above. Yeah, that's good.
It's really good. But yeah, she cuts the pirate lady's hand off, and then I think there's like a double final blow to each of them. Like the pirate lady punches her and she slices her throat at the same time, which knocks her out for the night, which incapacitates her for what happens next for a while.
Yeah, she just kind of disappears, and then Gibson gets surrounded by all the pirates, and they capture him.
And on the beach they crucify him, and he's like
to the masthead.
Yeah, and he's like, Haley, what are you doing? And she like leaves.
But she is having a look at him. Like, you could tell there's something still in there. Like, as well as that's like given to us, not very well, but you could tell.
Yeah,
it's a point. And then Fender's like, Haley, what's wrong with you?
What's wrong with you?
What's your problem, Haley?
What's your problem, Haley?
Get over here. I worship the devil.
Get over here. Oh shit, he's
he did have a line in this that I was like, that's Mortal Kombat. I can't remember what it was. But
and which is funny because he's fighting Street Fighter.
Yes, he is.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, I really love the scene. Sorry, I was just going through my notes and seeing.
Are you about to talk about a different movie?
No,
I really like Street Fighter.
The scene where they're in the boat. I mentioned them huddled around the map. They're like pointing at the map, and me rolling my eyes. But the better part of that scene is all the pirates just sitting around sharpening their knives.
Yes.
Oh my god, it's so good.
There's a lot of knife sharpening in this too, because JCVD does that. And that's why like Nadie's like, ooh, do I need to stab this guy in the dick? Probably, because that's all her moves are, cutting hands off and punching dick. Yeah. And like, yeah, it's like he's like having like a real intense like flashback, and he's like sharpening that knife. And then
he's watching her eat blueberries. I think is when he's watching her eat blueberries, and it reminds
No, she was asleep.
Oh, she was asleep. You're right. I don't know.
The blueberries was later when they.
Something always triggers his flashbacks that I don't understand.
And sometimes they're nightmares. Sometimes they're nightmares. So you get a little bit more of the last one, and it bleeds into the next one. And
because
he has the final one when he's on the cross. And that's when you see the Haley lose the bucket and all that.
But what triggers the flashbacks, Chuck, is a little 5-minute timer off camera that's like, wait, we need to have a cut, we need to have a fucking flashback, cut the scene. And then they set up for the flashback, and they put that wig on.
The less flashbacks we have, the longer the stare is going to be at the end. So just
oh my god,
take your blessings.
We do have a little bit of a scene between Fender and the Cyborg where he tells her, I think you think you're gonna like trick me. He's like, you're gonna trick me in Atlanta, aren't you? And she's like, no, why would I ever do that? You know, you're my protector. And he's like, don't look down on me.
He doesn't understand basic English.
He doesn't. Funny, this movie doesn't understand basic English.
I love it when
he can kind of detect that he's being patronized, right? But he doesn't say that. He says, "Don't look down on me."
I love it when she explains all the good things that are there for him, and then he goes, "Death." He was very excited about it. Is there death for me there too?
Oh my god!
He sounds like he wants it. It's the only time he's like inquisitive in anything he says.
You know, it's kind of interesting. This character kind of reminds me of Brian Thompson's character in Cobra.
Yes.
He's the Night Ripper.
Except Brian Thompson is 10 times the actor.
Oh no!
Oh yeah, and that's yeah.
He should be listening to this episode instead of last week's episode.
Fucking give you a fucking Oscar, buddy.
But it's also like the same kind of like sort of satanic cult thing, you know?
Yeah.
This is weird.
I mean, this movie's got a little bit of Cobra. It's got a lot of bit of Terminator. It's got one of my notes was, Amazon, if you're not recommending Terminator to watch after this movie, you're not doing a good job.
Amazon says, don't look down on me.
And then it took its sunglasses off and there were silver eyes there. What the fuck?
Oh, Prime Days deal. Amazon's always like, "Whoa."
Yeah.
Well,
Is there death in your package? Is there death?
You deliver death?
hate the water, but love this world.
Like a timeshare for you.
Oh my god.
Imagine Hulk Hogan playing that role.
Oh,
God damn.
like
We really missed out.
like especially if he played it like NWO Hulk Hogan. You know?
Yeah, like Hollywood Hulk. Yeah.
I like for him to be a bad guy. All he had to do is dye his beard.
Dye is stubble.
Yeah,
Stubble though.
This movie was shot for less than $500,000.
yeah.
No way. I thought for sure it was like a $40 million movie.
Jean-Claude Van Damme lost almost as much as this movie cost to make.
Well, he certainly lost his fee and more. Yeah,
Yeah. That's insane.
No wonder he doesn't like this movie. But okay, so we've been talking about flashbacks. Let's get to it. Let's get to Atlanta.
We going to
Apocalypse.
Hotlanta? Oh, yeah.
I mean, the painting of Atlanta was fucking rad. That painting of New York that opens the movie is rad too.
it's a painting of New York. It's a picture of New York.
It's a big,
That
fat,
crazy
crazy
picture
picture
of
of
New
New York. I'm freestyling. I wonder if that's the most randomly referenced thing ever. Is that episode of Flight of the Conchords on the
No,
show?
I mean,
Like
you,
without
from you,
well,
yes.
No, yeah, me and Jason, like we reference it every time it's possible.
Could somebody
Without
please
explaining
remove
it.
these cutleries from my knees?
Somebody could have said that in this movie because there's a lot of knives happening.
Yeah. Yes. Somebody please remove these cutleries from the set.
Man, Dan was gonna hurt someone.
Why slice off my eye?
Hey, Bob, I know you said you were going to keep an eye on it, but come on now.
Got him. All right.
So yeah,
Apocalyptic Atlanta, Jeff.
they get to Atlanta Apocalypse, and it's storming like a motherfucker down south on this night. I think it's almost as if the sky is like, oh, we need a mood here.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
We got you. And so they come in and like Nady and fucking Gibson again fucking get there before them.
Yep.
It's crazy how fast those two are. Cause he was fucking crucified for like hours.
A whole weekend. He came out on Easter Sunday, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, yep. I'm a believer in JCVD. What would WWJCVD?
Yeah, oh my God, I love that. Let's make a bracelet, put it on the site next to the Night Ripper shirts.
Hell yeah. So basically, everybody is now in Atlanta, and like Nady is like, cool, just take me over there or whatever, and then like, Gibson's like, no, I'm gonna fight. And then Gibson and Fender stare at each other for 27 minutes.
Dude,
oh my God.
I'm telling you that, like, my note is just stare at each other until someone dies. Like, that was direction.
Or somebody
just stare at each other until one of you dies. And then
it's like they're staring and like clenching all at the same time. It's like either one of them's going to die or one of them's going to shit their pants before this movie's over.
Yes. But first, Gibbs had to take out a bunch of them, and Nady was hiding in the back to like take him from behind.
Yeah.
Which she does. And then Gibbs gets the shit kicked out of him.
Again, he's 0 for 2 so far against fucking Fender.
And Nady gets killed. She's gone. She's done.
Oh yeah.
But she does,
But while he's been thrown into the back seat of a car
through the windshield.
We've all been there. Yeah, but she like comes up and like Fender stabs Nady and he's like, no! From the back seat of the car. No! And he's
about to kill Haley because Haley's like, stop hurting him. And then he tries to kiss her and then she's like, "Don't kiss me," and then he kicks through the window into his back somehow. That's one of those weird editing moments. I'm like, what the fuck just happened?
He kicks through the car window, and then somehow also kicks through the broken window into Fender's back. But for this to happen, he would need like extendo leg.
Yes,
for this to work.
They're by the front door, not the back door. Like, I don't understand what happens here.
It's like his leg grows an extra 10 feet in this scene.
Well, see, this is where it would make a whole lot of sense for him to also be a cyborg.
Right.
Right?
Right.
Extendo leg, I mean, like go-go gadget leg.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
But then, so like
go gadget karate leg.
But then, like at one point, God, they have to. I get he's 0 for 2 against fucking Fender, so he has to defeat him twice for this movie to end.
Yes,
because the first time he gets him, he's like, all right, so like cool, I put him down. He's got like he's been all cut up. Also, he's been
through
like
his
stabbed.
back, like through his heart, probably.
Yeah, he's all cut up. He's bleeding out of his chest pretty profusely. Everything seems to be cool, and then all of a sudden he pops up and they fight, and now they're in a barn.
Yeah.
Now here's one of my notes. You talk about extendo leg. He gets kicked into a meat hook, right?
Yes.
And then they show the wide shot. They show the wide shot, and he's off the ground. I'm like, wait, he had to be kicked up into,
and then falls onto
the meat hook.
That's the most believable thing in this movie to me, that Jean-Claude Van Damme could kick a dude up onto a meat hook. that tracks. But yes, I was laughing, and I'm like, that's actually perfect. That's like his understanding what this movie is.
Yeah,
it's the only moment that probably understands what this movie is,
which is total bullshit.
Yes, but it's fun.
I don't even agree. I just think that was just a mistake. I mean, I really do.
That is fucking fantastic. That's like the Room level greatness, though.
Yeah, I really do.
It's just a mistake.
I think it's just a mistake. Yeah.
And other Pune's like,
Pune was probably like, it looks cooler if he's raised off the ground. Nobody's gonna think about it. Yeah.
Yeah, because when he gets kicked, it's kind of a straightforward kick. Yeah. It's not like he's like
3 feet off the ground. I'm joking.
It would make more sense if they were up on a raised platform.
And then he fell over.
Off, and then he hooks onto it.
Yeah, because for him to land on the hook, he had to kick him like 2 feet higher.
Yeah.
Yes.
Than he actually is.
He had to kick and cook. Yeah.
Did I say cook?
At first you did, but then you said kick.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like, but then like, because like the kick is straightforward, and he stumbles back straightforward.
Right.
Wait, we're still talking about this?
Yeah.
Yes, because this is the moment of the movie. I mean, really,
this is the climax. Yeah.
I wish there was one more like
yes,
it would have been so good.
Well, yeah, because because like I said, he's down 0-2 in this series. He only ties it. He doesn't take game 5. There is no game 5.
He says a prayer to Satan. Satan takes him off the hook.
Yeah, it's like, whoa, and he's like pinned back on.
We forgot to mention that Jean-Claude got off the masthead by kicking it.
Yes,
backward so many times and so hard that it broke in two and twanged.
They picked really bad wood. It was all rotted.
It was just plywood.
Yeah.
It's like there's some driftwood over there. That'll do.
Yeah.
So yeah, apparently he's Jesus Christ. It's what the world really needs, and the end.
It's strange. I feel he's the real cure for this world.
Yeah,
that's too much.
The end.
Garage door for like 45 minutes, and then start showing credits. This movie is something.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's part of an early stage of JCVD's career that's pointed to. It's like, this is what made him a star. And I'm like, really? And they're like, yeah. And I'm like, are you sure about that? And they're like, oh, yeah. And I'm like, okay, I guess so.
You become Tim Robinson whenever someone talks about this.
Yeah, right.
You sure about that?
I mean,
I look like a JCVD.
This is the shitty middle in between a Bloodsport and Kickboxer sandwich, right?
Oh, Kickboxer.
I imagine that sandwich being made by 2 feet kicking the bread into the middle, into the meat.
Was it
That's how the sandwich-
Kickboxer or was it Bloodsport where he's kicking the bamboo tree like over and over again with his shin? It's one
I
of
feel
those.
like that's
two,
Bloodsport.
Bloodsport, he fights Bolo Young, and that's awesome.
Yeah, that's the same.
Bloodsport's
That's the
just-
same movie. Then.
That's a good movie. I don't care. I'll fight
Chuck,
you.
why didn't you pick Bloodsport?
Because
It's
I
not
wouldn't.
schlocky enough.
It's not schlocky. Like,
Oh, it's shocky.
yeah. Well, it wasn't when I
Not like
was 13.
Cyborg. Holy hell.
Fair enough. I mean, you had in the trilogy of schlock, you had the middle act, which really tested all of us. Really
Yeah.
tested the heroes in this story.
But this is a movie that I would like show people.
Yes.
Like, I don't know if I would
Like, get a load of this shit.
No disrespect to last week's movie because you guys know I had a little bit of trouble because it took itself seriously. This movie is like, get 5 buddies together, get a case of beer, and just fucking laugh your faces off, or whatever you want. Case of beer.
Depending on the buddies there, we're gonna need more than a case of beer.
I think this movie
Yeah.
takes itself just as seriously as last week's too. I really
It doesn't. It doesn't.
It
seem
grunts
like it,
itself
though.
very seriously.
Yes, it does grunt itself very seriously. I think last week's movie was maybe a little too adept.
Yeah, it's almost the whole movie. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's almost the whole last movie.
Even if it was an
I guess.
accident, it had things to say.
Relatively, maybe. Yeah.
Yeah, but it had things to say, like, or at least we were able to
it
draw
did.
things
It
out of
did.
it.
Yeah. I mean, you know,
There's not much meat on this bone. That's for
No,
sure.
there's nothing to say but.
oh boy. So yeah, I mean, that was fun. That was fun.
I'm really proud that we came in under the runtime on this one. Last week,
Oh, we
went
gotta
over
hurry
by
up.
like 40 minutes.
Hey, we got to hurry up. So, all right. So, I don't have anything else.
I
to say
don't
about this.
I got
what else?
all my stuff out.
Yeah. So, yeah, Cyborg. Check it out. 4 stars. All right. So next week we go into September, and I want in on the schlocky business.
Hell yeah. Let's do this.
But I have a feeling I went way too classy after you guys came to bat. Next week, we're going back to the world of 007, and we're taking 007 to the motherfucking moon.
Hell yeah.
Moonraker, motherfuckers.
Raker, motherfuckers.
Yeah. Love it.
Oh man,
It's gonna be fun.
It's Jaws in space. Let's go.
It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good times. Not like a shark in space, though, like the other Jaws.
Yes,
Yeah.
Yes.
But still.
but still.
And a very, very, very famous Mandela effect.
Yeah, it is very famous.
And we'll talk
Don't-
about that next
yeah.
week.
Don't bring it up before it happens.
Nope.
Because I want to know if I know it.
Yep. Okay. All right. So that will be on September 3rd. Enjoy your short work week if you get the Labor Day holiday off, and use that to watch Moonraker, and then come and listen to us on Wednesday the 3rd. How's that sound?
Solid.
Solid.
Sounds great.
So go to filmseizure.com. That's where you can find all of our episodes, where you can also subscribe and, get notified of all the episodes that get, uploaded to the various podcast sites. You can also follow us at the various social medias that are also found on the website.
Yeah, you don't have to be a cyborg to get the information from our website.
No.
You can just
Nope.
go to it.
You just go to it. You can access that in any city. You don't have to go from Atlanta to New York back to
Yeah,
Atlanta.
no, you don't. It's a miracle.
It's miracle. It's miracle how things work. Anyway, I've still got the plague. This is not good, guys. This upcoming Monday, also at filmseizure.com, new episode of Monster Mondays. Wow, we're getting really close to episode 350 because episode number 348 is Beetlejuice.
Wow.
Yeah. So how about that? Wow. Yes, same place, filmseizure.com. This upcoming Friday at my website, bmovieanima.com, read a review of Death Warmed Up. Fine little, is that Kiwi? Yeah, it's Kiwi movie. So, yeah. All right, guys, let's all get into our space shuttles and go punch Hugo Drax in the nuts. Until then, I am saxophone McClarinet.
I'm Yamaha Epiphone.
I'm a Moog person.
Cookbook.
And you have been listening to Film Seizure.